To start with a terrace garden, the most important is soil. So, welcome back to my channel at house number 24. I am Usha. Today we'll be sitting and discussing about soil. So, another series. This is I think it's 5. Yeah, if you guys have not seen other series of terrace garden, their problems and solution, please go ahead and watch and come back so that you can understand another part of terrace garden better, and we can do the gardening without any problems and having all the solutions to be known before we start gardening. Why soil is very important? Soil is actually how you have your house. The same thing, soil is the house of the plant. So the entire root system and the plant growth, fruit, flower, harvest, everything depends completely on the soil. So how should our soil should be? Our soil should be nutrient rich, and the soil should be able to hold the moisture, and it should be light in weight because you are going to put the soil on your terrace garden. So it should be lightweight, and it should be cost effective, and it should not take too much of time. So time and the cost also is very important. So this, if you fix all this four, you will be able to continue your garden without any issues and problems. So we did had some of the issues in the starting. There are few learnings I learned it, and I will be sharing in this video. Let's start the video. So here what you are seeing, me and my daughter is a partner, my friend. So we will be, you will see most of the videos together because she is attached to me. She'll be there with me in all the videos. Everywhere I do, whatever I do, she will be with me. Now we know what kind of soil is required for our terrace garden. It should be rich in nutrients, and it should be able to hold the moisture content in it. So, and it should be nice porous soil, which allows the plant to grow well, lightweight, and also it time and cost effective. So the mistakes and the learnings from what happened, I will be sharing in this video. So initially what I or somebody who's just started gardening would have thought, they would have seen a lot of content and all those things, and people suggest you have to get the rich soil, nutrient rich soil. So red color in the South India, black color in North India, grey color, all those colors would be there, and we really don't know what is it, whether it is nutrient or not. If you see, basically any soil, it would be a base. Okay, it is like your base. So for that we should be adding all the necessary nutrition and make it enrich. That concept was not, we were not aware. So we used to buy the soil thinking red in color, if I get the soil, it's has all the nutrition, I can just plant the plant and I'll get a good harvest. That is something was there in our mind. But later we understood, wherever you go, any soil that you see, there would be one or the other plant will be growing, and it absorbs all the nutrients present in the soil. But naturally, when the soil on the land, right, natural activity happens there. The leaves will be falling down, some kind of animal waste or the human waste or the plant waste will be there, which decomposes and gets into the soil. That happens naturally. But when you have your soil on your terrace garden, this activity will be limited. Okay, only the plant leaves which is there, that falls and that decomposes. But if not, there would be no other indirect or direct substance coming and happen, those natural activity happens. So here the challenge was, you should be adding all those necessary requirement like manually and make it enrich. This is something we learned it later. By then we had spent a lot of money to buy the soil from different places, get to our places. Lot of time was invested going to outskirts, because city place you will not find the empty land itself where you will have nice soil, forget it, nice soil itself, because everywhere it is white tapping, concrete and tar roads have been there. So city people who are doing terrace garden, really it is little difficult, but you should not be giving up, because we have a solution here. So you can make any of the soil which is there with you, enriched soil. There is no soil called old soil or the new soil. All soil is just a soil. You can prepare it nice and nutrition rich, lightweight, porous, and you can save a lot of time and the cost. So I just did for myself, and I was able to get the nice good harvest last season. So I am sharing this. If somebody is looking for start their terrace garden, or they're doing, or they're in this stage, you can follow it. And also in Bangalore you will find, in cities you will find the potting mix ready, where they would have added all these things and they will give you a bag, just you can add them in your garden. So here I'm adding coco peat, nicely washed one. So this coco peat adds more, makes your soil lightweight, porous and loose soil where your plant can grow nicely. So this soil mix what I'm making here for the leafy vegetables and vegetables, you can use them. Whereas when you're making for indoor plants, make your soil mix 1:1, like proportion. Soil 1 portion, compost 1 portion, and 1 portion of coco peat. If you make that, and you can add vermiculite, perlite as well. After adding coco peat, here I'm adding completely decomposed leaf compost, like 5 cups, and now I'm adding vermicompost 2 cups. You can either use cow dung compost or sheep dung or kitchen compost, which you would have prepared use in your home, kitchen compost. And also I'm adding here neem cake, which acts as biofertilizer cum pesticides, which helps in killing all the pest which is there in the soil and avoids root rot and all those stuffs. And I'm also adding pseudomonas, trichoderma and vam for all the microbial activity starts in the soil. Actually it activates the soil and makes nice soil where the plants can grow in that. It retains all the nutrition and microbial activity to start on. That environment will be created where the plant can grow neatly and healthily. So after adding all those things, I'm also adding mixed oil cake for all those micronutrients, calcium, phosphorus, for all those things. You know, right, how beneficial is that, adding the mixed oil cake. So after adding everything, I'm mixing it neatly and nicely, and I will fill the necessary quantity for the required bags, and I'll water them for 3 to 7 days, and later we'll sow the seeds. So after activating the soil, making it suitable for the living organisms to grow in it, I will be sowing the seeds in it. So this is how I do it. This is for the leafy vegetables. If you are doing for the vegetables, you can reduce leaf compost, add shepherd dung instead of that, so that it gets all that necessary NPK, macro nutrients, loose soil, porous soil, nutrient rich soil. So that's it for today. This is how we were able to figure out how to manage the soil requirement in the terrace garden, where the plants keeps adding up and soil becomes very important, and demand increases. This is how we were able to manage whatever the soil we have it, to reuse them, recharge them, and use in our terrace garden. Hope this content will be helpful for you guys also, and you guys can also continue gardening and add more and more greenery in your life. That's it for today. I do have few videos in my channel. Please go ahead and check out. If you like anything, please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Happy gardening.